How you doing, guys? Today I'm out in the woods. I'm going to try something today that I've never tried before. I learned about it a couple of months ago, but we had to wait for the right time of year. Basically, I'm coming out today to try and find a certain type of tree, and I'm going to be tapping it for its sap. The tree I'm looking for is, the Latin name is Betula pendula, or more commonly the silver birch. So I'm going to try and find one, try and find some. I know where there are some in these local woods. And yeah, just try and tap one and see what we get out of it. I'm up at the part of the woods now. I know there's a few silver birch trees. You can sometimes get forests of them, but this bit of the part that I'm going to, I know that there's a couple up here that are quite a way off the track. So I'm going to go there, get my toolkit out, my tapping toolkit, and yeah, just crack on, let's see what we can get. I'll just take you through the kit that I've brought to tap this tree. A couple of wee things that you need, which I've made up, just having done some research, and this is what I've brought. So first of all, you need some kind of knife. I've got the Mora Pro stainless steel. Some kind of drilling tool. I've got some antique hand drills. You see different bits on them there, just for making various sizes of holes. Some kind of tube, like a drinking straw. These are the hard plastic reusable ones. You can also use metal ones. I just think these will be easier to cut down to size. Something to secure your container to the tree for when your sap starts coming out, and also some kind of container. I've just got a glass jar there. I've also got a plastic bottle, and handy companion is optional. Quite happy, Sid? I think he's happy just having a sniff about. So I'm just going to get started and let's see how this goes. From what I've seen online, it's best to go into the tree at an angle, heading up the way, so obviously the sap coming down the tree will drain out. And also what I've seen online and what I've read about is you need to get through this hard bark. There you go, I can also see the sap coming out already. Look at that. I'll bring you in a bit so you can have a look. I've literally just drilled that hole, and as you can see, the sap is just flowing out. What I want to do now is get some kind of my tubing in there and get my container under that so I can start harvesting that sap. Next I'm going to secure my container in the line of where that sap's coming out, and then I'll know how far I'll need to cut my tube down to feed it into the container. So I need to just move this up a bit further. I need to cut my straw a wee bit shorter. That's not too long. some of this. I'm just going to move this a bit closer up to the actual hole. Just going to bring the jar a bit closer up to the hole. This one needs to come up quite a bit. And there we go, guys. That is that's the first time I've ever done that. Pretty simple, basically. Get your hole into the tree, get some kind of tube to lead it away, lead the sap off the bark into the jar. I've got a couple of wee bits in there. What I've seen online, and I forgot to bring it, is get some kind of like cloth or material, and you can put like an elastic band so just over it. So what would happen is your sap would hit the cloth, acts like a filter, and you would just get your sap. So what I'll do when I get this stuff home is I will just run it through a filter so that I can do that process back at the house. But yeah, I'm going to get a brew on now and just let this fill up. Chuffed to bits with that. What I'm also going to do is check the time and see how long it takes to fill that jar up. I think it's about 300 mils. So that's 2:45, and we'll see how long that takes. So that's been exactly an hour now, and this is what I've collected from this tree. I would say that's about 250 to 300 mils. It's still dripping away, but I'm not hanging around any longer, so what I'm going to do is get this down. I'm going to give it a little taste, and then one important thing we need to do is plug this hole so that the tree doesn't get any infection. So all that's left for me to do now is just to make a little plug, just with another little bit of little birch twig, shave it down for the hole, peg it in there, and then I'm going to secure this, give it a little taste because I've never tried it before, and yeah, head on home, get it filtered. I'm probably going to make it into ice cubes for whiskey, if I'm honest. So I've just made this little peg. I've just a little bit of birch twig, and all that's going to do is fill the hole that straw is in. So there we have it, guys. This is my day's efforts. let's say an hour of tapping that tree there. I've done another tree over there, but it wasn't giving as much, so I just stopped that one. But yeah, I've never tried this before. I'm going to give it a little taste, see what it's all about. That's lovely. That is nice. It's not overpowering, it's not floral, or not, there's just a nice subtle, it's just a slightly flavoured water. That's what it tastes like ever so slightly. And I do think that that will be amazing as an ice cube in a whiskey. So shout out to Johnny for your help with Johnny Prep Bushcraft, for your suggestions of going tapping trees, and also for turning it into ice cubes for whiskey. That's exactly what's happening to this. So until next time guys, I hope you liked that. All that's left for me to do now is just pack up everything, head on home. The sun's setting now, it's an absolutely lovely day, it's turned out brilliant. But yeah, first time ever tapping a birch tree to get some birch sap, and I think it's went well. If you want to see more of that stuff, then subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a wee thumbs up. I'm going to be doing more of this stuff. Now that I know how to tap these trees, I'll be doing it more when I'm out, like bushcraft camping and stuff. But yeah, absolutely superb day. Little man's getting a wee bit bored now, so we're going to head on home, get a heat in him, and yeah, there we go.